way. Let's get into it. So, here we are in the safe house of the gallery. Not much has changed. We have Rumarin, our blade binder bodyguard.
My invisible magic sword is yours.
You know what they say, timing is all about something or other.
Right. And we got Faendal, our mer servant.
We heading out?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
We've upgraded him to elven armor. I don't really feel like changing out his armor. I might upgrade it to glass later, but no idea. Either way, our goal is to talk to the Jarl of Whiterun, because we did see Alduin flying away from Helgen while we were on our way to get all the stuff back, because the gallery was robbed. Yes, all the stuff was stolen from the gallery, and we managed to get it back from the Alakir who stole it. Unfortunately, we went by Helgen, and we did all that, so we technically have to warn them about the dragon, although it's been, a few days since then. I was just thinking, been a few months? No, just a few days. What we're going to do is we're going to do a tour of the museum, and when we're done, we're going to then bring my minions with me, and we'll go talk to the Jarl. So, I have a few things in the sell pile, so we should have some money when we get back as well. Now, let's hippity-hop on in here. Wait a few more months, then notify them of the fact that Alduin attacked. We don't even know who Alduin is at this point. We just saw a big old dragon leaving Helgen. That's pretty much it. So, other than that, not too much going on. I'm trying to think of, what we have there. He said, spend hours to create a mod list, play for an hour, then repeat. Honestly, that's about right. That is about right. But, we're gonna go downstairs really quick. The amulets are, definitely starting to populate here. We've got quite a few of them. Alright, what else? Yeah, I don't see anything special over here. Let's head on out to the Hall of Heroes real quick. See a dragon flying away? Someone else will take care of it, pretty much. Well, I went back, because we saw the city destroyed, and we double-checked. Just a second here. Anyway, as I was saying, we've got 542 relics in the gallery currently, and at our donations box we have 2,560 septims. This is good. We already have the portrait of Macnerian back up, so I'm happy about that.
Very impressive.
If we look over here, we've got a few things. The Blade of the Ice Monarch. I didn't get the gloves yet, but, yeah, we've got some boots, some wrist guards. Let's see, what else? We managed to get everything from this section. We're still working on some of this, but I'm pretty happy we got True Flame and a couple Dragon's Claws. We're going to have a lot of Dragon's Claws to collect, I know that much. We got the Shield of Coral. We don't have the Honor Blade yet, but I can't wait for that. He said Weeb Flame. Unpractical, shitty-looking swords. Yes. Yes, indeed. Okay, we got the Daedric Face of Terror, the Ancient Daedric Lord Boots, Scourge. Double-checking that mannequin over there. We got the Daedric Crescent, which is neat. Look over here. We got Umbra. If you look here, yeah, Umbra was long thought to have been destroyed almost 200 years ago. That was the book there. They're referencing the book. But, yeah. How do you uncurse the gear? Most gear is uncursed using these scrolls of abjuration. That's how you usually uncurse stuff. It'll turn, like, Dragon's Priest stuff into actual usable gear. But, yeah, I don't have anything else in the gallery at the moment, so we'll head on out. Oh, yes, the Hall of Oddities. I'm going to check there. So, reminds you of how much cooler Daedric gear looked in Mehrune, of course. Of course. Every standing stone you find gets added to this. Every shrine you find gets added to this. Anyway, Hall of Oddities. Will the museum change its name to Umbra? Probably not. Although I imagine someone who looks at the Umbra display for too long will just kind of stand there staring at it and eventually grab it and declare himself Umbra. But that's a different matter. So we got some bottles, got a couple little jade figurines, some flagon, ice cream assassins spoon. That thing's neat. Let's see, over here we got the Ronin sword, got the Oblivion dagger. Oblivion dagger's nice. We still don't have the Ichigo Kurosaki sword. This is kind of the weeb section here with its galaxy sword and Tonto and, you know, honor blade. But Guando, tomahawk, some decent stuff here. This section of the Hall of Oddities is really filling up, I've got to say. Like, all the other sections are pretty insignificant compared to this one. Now, let's go ahead and grab the genie lamp. And we're going to give it a rub here. Already made a wish recently. Well, that's sad. Well, next time. Next time. But, yeah, I pretty much wish for gold most of the time. Don't remember that cannons are canon. That's important. Cannons are canon. So, other than that, I think we've gotten over everything. Yeah, oh wait. That Elven Knight helm. I can't wait to get the rest of the Dark Souls helmets in Elven. I mean, there's also Iron variants as well. But, then of course we got the Mara Evangelist set. And, wait, hold on a second. I'm curious about this. Mask of Vermina, Himors Mora, Sheogroth, Night Mother. Okay, yeah, the mask of, yeah, Mara does go on that. No problem then. Just double checking. Alright. Time to head on out. The only sets you liked in Oblivion were the Divine Crusader steel leather. Interesting. I liked quite a few of the sets. I actually like Dwarven as well. Hello.
Greetings.
Let's leave.
Farewell.
Yes, farewell. Alright, well, we've gone over a basic set of stuff. There's a couple more galleries to check out, but I don't really have anything in them, so let's just head on into the library. We'll go upstairs. Let's see. You said Strosmakai is the most powerful nation. Most likely not. Most likely, yeah, Mithril. Mithril gear is pretty good. I agree. The more you watch me do museum runs, the more you think it's the only way to play Skyrim. Well, the problem is that Skyrim isn't a very good RPG, but it turns out as a collectathon, you know, loot 'em all, do all the things, it's actually a pretty good video game. I think that that's the distinction. Like, it's still a very good sandbox. It just needs a purpose, and since role-playing very much isn't that, the conclusion is that the gallery is really the best way to handle it. Okay, we're just coming back really quick to grab Feindal and Rumarin. Just order the group to follow me. And they should do so. Perfect. So they're following me. We need to figure out exactly where we're going. So, we need to tell the Jarl of Whiterun about that dragon. But I'm thinking there's probably a few other things we could do along the way. For example, we could go to... oh, I've got all the things to bring to Silas. We need to go to Dawnstar then. There's all kinds of stuff we can do there, and getting Mehrune's razor would be great. So I think that's probably something we should do. Oh, the last scabbard's in the gallery. I'm gonna leave it in the gallery for a while. Screw that orc. Yeah, I'm just debating if there's any other path I want to take to get to Dawnstar. I guess I'll just head down south and take the main road. Let's go. Yep. No, I don't think so. I don't think the next Elder Scrolls game is going to be a settlement building game. It turned out that I think that Fallout 4 is pretty toxic, and Bethesda knows it. And they're going to learn a few lessons from Fallout 4. They're Skyrim, wildly successful. They know that everything in Skyrim they need to repeat. So, let's see here. You're playing the campaign's quest line. Yeah, problem. Farkas is not turning into a werewolf after you lock yourself in there and you get stuck. Any ideas on how to help? Well, I'd try reloading before then. Alternatively, you might be able to no-clip out and go pull the lever. I don't know if you can, but good luck. Worst case scenario, you can advance the quest state artificially, but yeah, I've never had that problem with Farkas before. So I don't know what to say. Alright. We're heading on down south now. Should probably take a sip of water.
Ropes. You a wizard or something?
Yeah, or something. There we go.
Solitude wouldn't be the same without the fire festival.
Solitude wouldn't be the same without the fire festival.
Hear it.
It's gonna be a weekly event now.
Please, take pity on an old madman.
No one takes pity on an old madman.
Yes, Sarang?
There's way too much stuff in that mind of madness. I'm not going there. Not yet.
Hey, wanna play tag?
No, I don't want to play tag with a filthy monkey child.
Well, hello.
Well, hello indeed. So... Said, you see that video of Todd Howard at the Game Awards where Fallout 4 won 0 awards and he was sad in his seat? I didn't hear that. I didn't hear about that or see anything related to that. I'm gonna play tag. Console command. Mark for delete, enter. Oh my goodness. Yes. Set the college on fire. Something like that. Oh my. He said Bethesda needs to hire actual writers. Well, they do. Do I use an SSD for Skyrim? Yes. Yes, I do use an SSD. The problem is I have so many open world mods installed that it slows down the game's loading screen significantly. The more files you try to load, the slower the game will get. And in the case of this particular mod loadout, well, just look at the Legacy of the Dragonborn and supported mods. I'm using all of the supported mods pretty much, so that explains a smidgen there. Alright, let's see. I guess it is getting kind of late, but we're just gonna go out and adventure. Screw it all. We're going down south, though. We're not gonna cut across the ice fields like we did last time. Instead, we're gonna go through the marsh here. I wish there was a bridge or something, some way other than, you know, going by Dragon's Bridge. It's unreasonable to have to go halfway across Skyrim, which is funny when you think about it. Just how small Skyrim
You're like
is.
me, eh? Don't fancy those clunky two-handed weapons.
You know, I'm tempted to stab him, but let's go. Said fast travel disabled. No. I just decided not to fast travel this time. I make spontaneous decisions as to whether or not I'm going to fast travel. Even though the world is huge, you can select anywhere you know about the map and instantly fast travel there. It gets you right to the fun. Fast travel. Yes, yes. Fast travel is a key feature in the Todd Scrolls, exactly. Alright, here we go. What have we got? Oh, hello. Kill that spider. When I realized it was just a frostbite spider. That's fine. Extract the venom. Harvest the ingredients. Do not butcher the meat. Check it for loot. No, thank you. Far Harbor was a mod they deleted. Oh, no. Far Harbor is a mod for New Vegas, part of Far Harbor anyway, not the whole thing. What are we attacking? Ah, there it is. A dreg. And mud crab servants. Dregs are some of the most powerful creatures in this game. Oh no! Getting zapped. Wait, was there a second one I didn't see? I think there was a second one I didn't see. Yes. They didn't delete Point Lookout. Okay, there it is. So the question is, if that wasn't it, what killed me exactly? So I got hit by a lightning bolt from behind. That doesn't make any sense. Oh well, let's just summon a couple Frost Atronachs. Did it just banish my Atronach? No, it did. There was a second one. Yes, the most powerful creature has mud crab as loot. It's true. It's true. And some fish. You'd think it'd have wax, but for whatever reason, the mod that adds them doesn't have the wax. Okay, we're feeling the pain here. Might as well use the great and glorious, wait. Okay, whatever, just need to wait long enough, and we're good to go. Difficult to see. There we go. We got him. Gotta love those grass pods. A+. Are those more mud crabs? Oh, there it is. Yeah, there are 3 of them here. I guess this is their pretty much home base. It's just mildly irritating that,
Stand still.
Yep. Well, that's it. I think we've killed all of them now. Oh. So the Creation Club has to be original? Who's lying to you? And whispering those lies in your ear. Stuff Bethesda makes can be recreated for the Creation Club, and it doesn't matter if if any other mod maker made the stuff. That's absolutely true, by the way. I'm not joking. Okay, here we go.
Fort Snowhawk, named after the nocturnal bird that I just made up.
Perfect. Fort Snowhawk. Made after the nocturnal bird he just made up. Absolutely flawless. Flawless, I say. Yeah, okay, we're just sleeping the night away. Todd Howard's whispering to him. Yeah, something like that. Okay, let's pack this up. And now we have to worry. Ah, yeah, I did bring some stuff, so. Let's have some pheasant stew, potato soup, and venison stew. That should take care of us mostly. We'll have a bit of a water skin there. Yeah. Okay, good morning. Good morning. Every Nyan. Thank you. Alright. How's it going, Dark Rider? I know you're playing that Dungeons and Dragons, or at least you were. Those are Necromancers. Okay, we went to the Necromancer fort. So instead I'm just going to sprint off over here. And when I'm done sprinting, I'm going to long stride. In fact, I'm just going to long stride right now because I have enough magicka to do that. So we're just going to sprint in the opposite direction of all the enemies. And let's see here. Said you're wondering if Bethesda watches me? Most likely not. I imagine it's possible that former Bethesda employees might, but why would you take time out of your work schedule there? Just doesn't make any sense to do that. You know, it does. Why would the company officially watch me now? I imagine that you said they watch Mr. Maddie. You know that? Huh. Well, I'm pretty sure that someone in the publishing division certainly watches Mr. Maddie. That's a different matter. Yeah. No, keep in mind that a lot of the things I have to say, they would look at and say, well, that's not practical, or that's not part of our design direction, that's not this, or not that's not that, and they'd just move on with their day. You know, it's a case of you can't stress the things you can't change. At least that from their perspective. Twitter. I honestly don't think so. I honestly don't think they pay much attention to either Twitter or... I need to figure out where we're going. Yeah, I gotta go by Morthal, it turns out. So, yeah, remember where I didn't want to go to that freaking fort filled with enemies? Well, apparently that's where I'm going. Let's go talk to Maik.
Maik can travel fast across the land. Some lazy types take carriages. It is all the same to Maik. Once Maik got in trouble in Riften and fled to Windhelm. It is good that nobody there cared.
So first you talked about fast travel, and the fact that there are carriages in addition to fast travel.
Maik once walked to High Hrothgar. So many steps, he lost count.
Then he said that oh, that's so hilarious. It's all developer commentary. So many steps he lost count. In other words, the 7,000 steps, there isn't that many. But yeah. I doubt very much that Todd Howard even cares that about what people say. I do think, however, that Pete Hines and other people in their PR department get kind of angry, you know, and feel like it's their job, which it is, to correct these quote-unquote misconceptions, and you know, get people on the correct way of thinking regarding their products. It's pretty much the same. I know one guy who was apparently a moderator for Mod Drop. He spammed like 12 links, and YouTube automatically flagged him as a spammer and deleted all his shit. I didn't even have a chance to check it through the queue. That's what happens, by the way, when you respond to a ton of YouTube comments, each one with a link. It has a tendency to go, oh, you're a spam bot. Goodbye. That's, but yeah, he was apparently trying to link to the, to their Discord server and to the, some kind of post where the Runic Games fan site has had a change of heart and now endorses Mod Drop, which is hilarious because I don't give a shit what Runic Games fan site themselves think, only what the individual modders on the Runic Games fan site believe. Damn skeever. You know, the problem, I'd say my problem with Mod Drop is I'm not looking at what they are right now. I'm looking at what they were in the past. And I'm, like, how do I put this? If there was a reputation bar, projects like Mod Picker start off at 0 reputation and work their way up. Mod Drop, because of the stuff they did in the past, starts out with like a -100 reputation and has to work its way up from that. I by default do not respect or trust them, and they have a lot of proving to do. And no amount of what they are right now is going to erase the shit that happened in the past. I think that, you know, they have to prove that they're clean, not by words, but by actions. Like, the service is going to have to continue to operate with a sterling reputation, I think. And that's all there is to it, really. Anyway, I'm gonna put stuff away really quick before I forget. Yeah, I do understand why they're trying to invite me to talk to their developers, but again, I'm not interested in what the developers have to say because of where they come from in the past. I need to see action, not words. So that's really what it comes down to. Gotta kill that shaman. Oh, the spider. Oh, okay, I see what's going on here.
I'll teach you to play by this mage.
Now then, where are we going? We managed to kill... Oh yeah, we cleared out Dead Man's Respite. That's good. And we're just gonna go by Morthal really quick. The perk that lifts the enemy doesn't affect archers or spellcasters. The perk that lifts the enemy in the air is really only good against melee enemies. Yup. Hello. That explorer's trying to shoot me. See what I mean? He still managed to shoot at me. Got him.
One less thing to...
No, the perk that's super powerful is the one, it's electroconvulsions, where targets below 25% health, they just get incapacitated and they start having convulsions on the ground. So that yeah, it's the difference. Now let's hop down here. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see. And there's tons of spiders. Is that a pygmy hill troll fighting spiders? That was a pygmy hill troll fighting spiders. Past tense. Okay, we're gonna summon ourselves up a couple frost atronachs to tank. That should do it. That thunder spider should die pretty quick. Taking their souls already. So I'm talking about. No real elven supremacy here. It's just normal people versus spiders at this point. Alright. Torture room for Talos worshippers. Oh my. I could take them to the embassy. I know they'll remove me from the Thalmor faction once I finish the Dovahkiin part. I remember that much. But, yeah. We're still just... Yeah, that's fine. And then we really quick have to use taxonomy to mark this as a monster, a spider, a giant spider. And of course I accidentally butchered the meat because, you know, I didn't want spider meat, but I got it anyway. I got it anyway. Oh, said Hunterborn is so goddamn tedious. I don't see it that way. I see it as it turns every monster into a potential loot pinata. And if you've seen how I play games like Path of Exile, for instance, I'm very fond of loot pinatas. So yeah, she's quite dead. She had a Tome of Circle of Strength. Don't know why she had extra hearts, but I'm assuming it's because of the fact she was a caster and she probably had... I have no idea, really. Alright, well, there's the other guy. Does he have... Yeah, he has 3 flesh, 2 hearts. I'm pretty sure that, considering they're part of the Necromancer's faction, what they're doing there, he said, you've still yet to get anywhere substantial with Path of Exile. I just finished the game yesterday, and now I'm on maps, but I don't really have the resistances for maps, so I can only do like the first 3 tiers of maps. After that, it's kind of a little questionable whether I'm going to die horribly or not, because my resistances are super low. But yeah, this season I just started maps, which is the end game content. The World Atlas is the thing you do after the main campaign's over. Bam! Oh, that's great. That was the magnetize perk. Yes. Perfect. Next. No, I haven't heard anything about the Arena open source project, but honestly, all the major projects, like Daggerfall Unity and stuff, you don't expect any of those projects to really progress significantly for these last 3 weeks. Like, this is holiday time. It's where all the fan projects kind of just stop temporarily.
That spell looks dangerous. Keep your distance.
Oh, I thought it was gonna hit him. Just damn that poison damage. Bam. That works. But yeah, we're definitely getting a lot of stuff there. Well, thank you,
That
Thomas.
spell looks dangerous. Keep your distance.
Panail is a godsend. That's true, that's true. Alright. Yeah, I've got, I'm going to have a video, coming out probably tonight or tomorrow, depends on when I get done encoding it. Oh wow, that spider fell through the world. That was interesting. But yeah, as I was gonna say, the I'm gonna have a video coming out. It's going to be called Breath of the Wild is Mediocre. That's gonna be the title, and I imagine it'll make a lot of people happy. No, it won't. But I want to get through the negative stuff in separate videos before I do my end of the year wrap up, because I want my end of the year wrap up to be positive, which means I'm going to have a couple negative-ish videos. Yeah, 4 human flesh, dragon priest ashes. Yeah, these necromancers have a lot of stuff there. Oh. Yep. Well, Breath of the Wild is an open world game for people who've never played open world games. It definitely, like, Skyrim's ugly compared to Breath of the Wild, but then again, Skyrim is just plain ugly without exception. You know, people talk, oh, Skyrim's so beautiful. No, it's not. It's drab, it's dark, it's... the Breath of the Wild is vibrant and beautiful by comparison. However, it's a mediocre game. Yeah. Okay. We're going this way. This is Labyrinthian. I'm just gonna go check it out really quick. It's not on my map after all. Said Skyrim is ugly and what, 6 years old? Well, Skyrim was ugly before when it was new. And you said the problem is that the engine it's based on, you know, really there's only so much they can do with it at present. And I think their color palette choices are a little too on the gray, if you know what I mean. There's just too much gray in all of it. Oh, the Scourge Herald. Okay, before we start fighting any more Scourges, let's summon some Frost Atronachs. Huh. Yeah, okay. Skyrim beauty is dependent on E and B, you say? Well, I wouldn't doubt that. Right, let's really quick. Oh god, there are arrows everywhere. I don't like this. I don't like this at all. At least Magicka regenerates decently. Death Berserker. See, melee guys get stopped and they can't deal any damage. Magic users and archers are still very capable, regardless of being magnetized or not. Yep. Yes, I have a video in my Nitpick Land series where I do actually criticize Skyrim for looking the way it does. And I certainly know why you'd use E and B. But at the same time... Yeah, someone modded out the yellow overlay. The Skyrim Special Edition is just... Why did you put a piss filter on Skyrim? That's pretty much it.
I'll see you in pieces.
Like, why would you do that? Oops, hello. Ow. That skeleton revived. Hate it when skeletons revive. Oh god. It's happening. What are you guys doing? Good thing I took its weapon. Melee, or sorry to say, unarmed damage just sucks in this game. Makes me, makes me reminisce about Morrowind and the ability to actually beat someone up with your fists until they're on the ground. And once they're on the ground, you start doing physical damage. Like, the melee did stamina damage. That was interesting. Okay. What have we got here? Light armor melee perks for the mods I'm using, yes. The problem is, said perks are, again, not in the vanilla game. So, you don't expect the enemies to be using them. Oh, God. Where is it? 2 of them. Every time I think, oh, that's all the skeletons, then there's more skeletons. There's also trolls in the distance as well. Not a huge fan of those. There's my minions. Good enough. Let's see here. Ceremonial door. You do not have the correct item. Of course you don't. Anyone can enter Labyrinthian, damn it. Who locked it? Okay. What else was I gonna say? Yeah. Make Skyrim golden. Something like that. But no. What I was getting at was I can tell why people would absolutely care about Breath of the Wild. Oh, yeah. Like, as far as the graphics go, it's a different style, obviously. But I think Breath of the Wild has stuff going for it that Skyrim doesn't have. However, as far as an open world game goes, Breath of the Wild's mediocre. And that's, you know, obviously sad. Good enough. Faendal. We're giving Faendal the junk currently as we make our way to great and glorious Dawnstar. We've got a couple things to do in Dawnstar. We have to steal something from the Jarl's house. We also have to go to a few other places, but in the meantime, we're just gonna pull all that other stuff away. Making sure, yeah, hominid flesh, of course. And alchemy ingredients. Always alchemy ingredients. I should take the alchemy ingredients from Faendal and give them all to Rumarin, but we'll do that later. We'll see. We'll see. You said you think Super Mario Odyssey was way better than Breath of the Wild. Well, Super Mario Odyssey is certainly certainly a good game. Let's see. You play Skyrim on Xbox. After you exit out of the game, your ping goes up for 5 minutes. Your ping. Does Skyrim have cloud saving on the Xbox? Because if it does, that's why. Otherwise, I haven't used an Xbox since the original, and even then I've never owned one. An Xbox or, well, I've owned a PlayStation 1 and a PlayStation 2, but you know, I've never had a PlayStation 3, nor do I really want one. Okay, we are going in the wrong direction. We need to turn left, or yeah, turn right, sorry. Extreme right. U-turn. Good enough. He said the Xbox One is cloud save. Well, then if it uses cloud saving, then, yeah. Your save is being uploaded, that's why. I have no idea. Again, I don't play Xbox, so. But, wait. Oh, time to end this little game. Oh, wow. So that game got ended. That game got ended. And it's because I need new armor. I need to, the problem is the bandits are getting upgraded as I level up, and I'm not, I don't have, what's after Stone Flesh? Yeah, I have Stone Flesh currently. We said Link's Awakening's the best Zelda? Yeah, Link's Awakening's on my top list for sure. No, that was a spear he slashed me with, because spears use sword animations. Which is hilarious. Alright. Well, Stone Flesh is not as great as it could be, for sure. Let's see here. But yeah. I think that out of all the games I played that, you know, I don't own, Super Mario Odyssey is by far one of the best Mario games. And I have to say that other than the old 2D side-scrollers, I haven't really been a fan of Mario games in a long time. I'd say once they departed the 2D side-scrollers, there was a game called... oh, I don't want to go here right now. There was a game called Super Mario RPG, and I really liked that one. That was pretty much a war against the military-industrial complex, and people didn't realize that that was the main theme of Super Mario RPG. It was just so well done as a game. We're just stealing stuff from this house really quick. Anything of value, as it were. There isn't a lot of value, for sure. And we're out. We are out. Okay. Once I feel that killing is done, what's next? My sincerest hope is that Tale of Two Wastelands 3.0 comes out, and I can get onto a Fallout 3/New Vegas run with Tale of Two Wastelands. It puts Fallout 3 into the New Vegas engine. I've really enjoyed Tale of Two Wastelands 2.0, but 3.0 would just be great. Bandit Marauder. Ah, there we go. And we're running. Why are my minions so far away? Excuse me. Damn right. Damn it, can't you see I'm poor? There we go, electroconvulsions on her. Look at that. That was perfect. Okay, more steel. Good, good. You don't care for them trying to connect the courier to the Lone Wanderer? You see, I don't care about New Vegas' story. Like, I'm not invested in New Vegas' story. As a result... but this alchemist had a lot of stuff. As a result, it doesn't bother me. Oh god, the physics engine. But yeah, I was in New Vegas for the world and the side quests. And, you know, I never thought of the courier as anything of substance. Other people had their own ideas about what the courier was supposed to be, but that's mostly developed in their head, because the courier is a blank slate. So it doesn't really matter if the courier is or isn't the kid from Vault 101. It never really mattered. And because it never mattered, I didn't care. I just love that I can experience the Fallout 3 and the New Vegas content on the same character. Alright. Faendal. Do I think The Witcher 3 is better than Skyrim? Well, yes. Just plain yes. Just across the board. From the scale of the world to the interaction with the characters. Other than other than the sex scenes, I think Skyrim could leave those out. But for the most part, the Elder Scrolls could learn, specifically the Bethesda team, could learn a lot from the Elder Scroll, from The Witcher. I'm getting distracted by things. Lots of things. I find them distracting. I start speaking and then immediately lose my place in what I was going to say. It's happened several times today. But today's been a busy day and I'm feeling the fatigue already. But yeah. You said Tale of Two Wastelands is the reason you bought Fallout 3? Okay, that's neat. Is The Witcher... Okay, The Witcher 1 is bad, and in my opinion, not worth getting. Everyone who wants to be a game designer needs to play The Witcher 1 as an example of how never to make your combat system. The Witcher 1 also had a terrible plot where Geralt had amnesia. By the way, they make fun of that in The Witcher 3. Just a heads up on that. Witcher 2 is very, very much worth getting. But yeah, The Witcher 2 is not the masterpiece that The Witcher 3 is. I disagree. The Witcher 1 had an awful story, and the moment I saw that floating baby oracle person, I was just like, screw this. Screw this. I don't want any more of this. I'm sorry, our viewpoints on The Witcher 1 differ extremely. Give a girl a flowers, get a sex card. That's The Witcher 1 in a nutshell. Yeah, The Witcher 1, it connects to The Witcher 3. So you can play The Witcher 3 without ever playing The Witcher 1 and still enjoy. The Witcher 2 leads into The Witcher 3, but Witcher 3 is so standalone that you could play The Witcher 3 and never have played Witcher 2. That's what I meant to say. Who are these people?
That spell looks dangerous. Keep your distance.
Ah, Vigilance of Stender.
That spell looks dangerous. Keep your distance.
Well, I know which one's meant for melee combat. Trollolololol. Mm-hmm.
Victory is ours.
But The Witcher 2 doesn't have a floating oracle, baby. Which makes it immediately better.
Always good to come out on the winning side.
Okay. Grabbing the pelts. Dispose of the corpse. Oh. Moving on. Well, yes. No. I was gonna say that Hearts of Stone and Blood and Wine are better than The Witcher 3's base story. Absolutely. I've had the opportunity to look at them. I've never played them myself, but I've had the opportunity to look at them. And,
I say.
yeah. Absolutely. What's your stance that, female Argonians have breasts? Well, the game designers wanted them to. They shouldn't, because it doesn't make any sense. That said, you know, they can. Doesn't really matter. Had the game suddenly alt-tab for a moment. But I'm playing on in windowed mode, so it doesn't matter. I just clicked back into it. Okay, we are here at Dawnstar. The author of the books is Polish and he wants the rights back since he didn't expect the games to be that good. Oh, that's funny. Well, here's the problem with the author. The author thinks that games are in general a waste of time and doesn't like the fact that people who have never read the books and never want to read the books. I've had the opportunity to try to read the books, and they were unenjoyable for me. So, yeah, it's a case of he just doesn't like that. It's not the money. I mean, it's always the money, but like his pride took a huge blow. Because, you know, he said, I've never played games and I never will type deal, you know. That kind of grumpy attitude. And then, you know, again, popularity speaking, they're using his franchise and tons of people know The Witcher. But that's not his stuff. It's fan fiction in his universe. Yep. Oh... Okay. I need to steal a fish. We don't need to talk to Igmund, that's for sure.
Please stay away while you get that spell on you.
Yes, I just need this river Betty. Excuse me. I have a quest to retrieve this fish.
Keep your distance.
Yeah. Keep my distance. I will. Just gonna go into this side room and bump. Bam! That was an artifact. An artifact, I say. The River Betty. Hey, Igmund.
That spell looks like
you're scarred? Sorry.
That spell looks dangerous. Keep your distance.
I'm looking for work. Not really.
Giants are a common problem in the Pale. The Empire always demanded I leave them be, but the Empire isn't here now. Go and slay one of the beasts. Should let them know the Dawnstar is not to be trifled with.
Damn right. Well, I'm fine with some giant killing, I think.
I'm counting on you.
Yep.
Good luck with the giant. Don't get stepped on.
Now, where you're using that mystic condenser? Let's see. That's a wench up there. Giant's toe. That explains why he wants all that stuff. Wants the giant dead. He wants their toes. He wants their toes. Oh, goodness. Those were coins. We're going downstairs really quick. Have a peek. Let's see you.
That spell looks dangerous. Keep your distance.
I will keep my distance.
Spells and incantations for those with the talent to cast them.
For those with the talent to cast them. So that's why I'm noticing a whole lot of stuff I don't care about. A fire rune, flesh of my flesh, lamb of Mara, necro plague. It'd be interesting to make a character based around harmful restoration spells.
Back to another fine day in Dawnstar.
Which there are a few. Okay. What comes first? Disposable income or discretionary income? What do you mean, what comes first? You need to be... obviously, you need to pay attention to how much money you have in general. Then you need to be sure to set aside a certain amount for contingencies. And you always... just because you don't need a certain amount of money right now doesn't mean doesn't mean you should spend the excess. You know, as long as you set aside a certain amount every month, you should be able to take a little bit and consider that disposable income. But again, you know, it's very important to set aside a certain amount of money. Okay. Well, double checking these areas. Looking over here. But yeah. I would say that you said even though the author of the Witcher books already plagiarized them, it's true. It's true. The author of the Witcher books had a different what was the character's name? Oh well. Either way, we're taking this this fish and the Thane necklace. Excellent. We needed those. Those belong in the gallery. Now, we got those fish. This guy had 2 fish, not just 1. I don't see any need to go for the Dawnguard spells. I mean, well, I don't think it'll be convenient for me to go for the Dawnguard spells, I should say. If I get them, all the better, but I'll probably end up getting them via Spell Tome drop off Latoria or something like that. Not actual ones. Let's see here. Ah, yes, we have to go to Silas now. Forgot about that. Plague Doctor type mage. That'd be interesting. Okay. Ah, yes, Eric. Right. Anyway. We go see Silas now. Yeah. It's interesting. Some people claim that they just borrowed from the same legends. Some people claim that, you know, he never knew about them. It's... People like to claim a lot of things. That's for sure. Now, give me a moment. I have to go grab a glass, and I'm going to do that while this loading screen is happening. Okay, let's see here. The Mythic Dawn Robe. One of the nicest pieces of attire in Oblivion. In Skyrim, it resembles a clown suit, you said? That's funny. Alright, if Obsidian, the people who made Fallout New Vegas... unbelievably handled. What do you think they'd explore if they handled the Elder Scrolls? That'd be very interesting. Yeah. Most likely. Silas!
What is it? Do you have one of the razor fragments?
I have all of them.
All at once? You're efficient. I like that. Here's your reward. Finally, all the pieces of Mehrune's razor are in my hands. It's time I let you in on something. There's a 4th piece, that scabbard in the display case, built to house the razor. And there's more.
But wait, there's
I
more!
know how to put all the pieces together. We just need to take them to Dagon's shrine and contact the Lord of Change directly.
That sounds like a terrible idea, but do you think he'll repair the razor? I'm curious.
Ever since I was a boy, I felt this strange sense of destiny surrounding the Mythic Dawn cult. And now I know what it is. Don't you see? Fate has led you to me and to the pieces. Dagon has to answer our call. We're so close. I'll meet you at the shrine.
Okay. He's gonna go meet me at the shrine. Just a second here. Hold on. I'm gonna look at something really quick. Just really quick. It's good old Battlespire clip here. I think it was this one. I found it.
What?
Yes, that's it. This is good old Mehrune's Dagon from Elder Scrolls Battlespire.
Why, you arrogant little bug. You think you can suck the power from me and cast me into oblivion?
Alright. Good. We must open these display cases quickly. Why, you arrogant little bug! Yes, indeed. Good. We need all the Mythic Dawn commentaries. Those belong in a museum. The last piece of the Mysterium Xarxes, along with the Mythic Dawn amulet. Hey, about that last piece of the Mysterium Xarxes. It must burn. Good. Next, we need... and figure out exactly what... Yes, open locks. Take all the Mythic Dawn stuff. And that's it. I think we have everything. Yeah, we have everything his little museum had to offer. Okay. Okay, we've got to go meet Silas at the Mehrune's Dagon Shrine. Mehrune's Dagon. But yeah.
And books. Wizard or something?
Fancy robes. Yeah, where is Silas right now? Let's see. Pieces of the past. So he's already up there. That's interesting. Good enough. What gloves are my great and glorious hands of the Atronach, which grant me fire resistance, frost resistance, and shock resistance? They're just resistant gloves. Yes. You don't want to get zapped by an element and die instantly. That would be bad. Are you a wizard or something? You're a wizard, Harry. Okay. I see what happened. So, it turns out that Silas... Yeah, that makes a lot of sense, actually. Okay. I understand now. What Silas did...
So even though the world is huge, you can select anywhere you know about in the map and instantly fast travel there. This gets you right to the fun. Fast travel. Fast.
Please? She's running away? What's a woof? The woof is dead.
I'll let you leave. This time. I don't want any trouble. Not after what you...
I don't want any trouble, not after what you did to me.
Yes, Sarah?
Okay, I love that ventriloquism. Yes. Perfect, perfect. But yeah, that wench was scared. Excuse me.
I understand. Need something?
Whoops.
Huh? Thank you. Here, this is for you.
Good. I purchased a bottle. Let's, one of these isn't stolen. Either way, drink, drink. And we're good to go. Yeah, totally not scripted. Although, I have to say, that NPC running away from the woofs, that definitely wasn't scripted either. Here's the bandit camp. We need to kill this bandit. Bandit? Yes, it's a giant bandit. No, wait, these are giants. Yeah, bandits attacking the giant. Doesn't matter though, we'll watch and enjoy. If these guys kill the... No, let's do it. Hey, Riverwood, you did a bad. Okay, we need to get some summons in here. 2 Frost Atronachs. That'll do it. Good. I need to be careful. I don't want to get killed by a random bandito. And that bandito nearly killed me, so I have to pay more attention. We're gonna kill the outlaw first. Good. She deserved it. And now, all the banditos are dead. We need to focus on the giant. Pick on someone your own size, giant. Good. The giant has definitely gone somewhere. Wow, we're gonna have so many hide sections of giant. Of mammoth, I should say. But yeah. Mammoth tusks, eyes, heart. As soon as I finish skinning this thing. Yep, we're done. Okay, Bandito's dead. Marauder's dead. This giant can't be clicked on because he fell through the world, technically. So what we do is we disable and enable him. And then he falls under the ground and he's lootable. And that's how you deal with it. Right, Faendal? Right, Faendal. So we're gonna give Faendal all the extra junk. Because why the hell not? Including the Mythic Dawn stuff. We don't want Silas to see us with all that, so we're putting it in Faendal's backpack. Why not? Along with everything, I might add. But that's neither here nor there. Let's see. Accidental typing. People do that all the time. People do that all the time. Pretty impressive, the sheer amount of junk that I have given, but that's good. Faendal looks like a girl in that armor. You think so?
I'm right behind you.
Well, at least Rumarin's good.
We heading out? Let me just conjure up the energy.
Damn right. See the way she's kind of sideways like that? She got stuck in the ground too. And she still has her loot. It's kind of hilarious. Either way, the chest has some pretty basic stuff, nothing big. Take the skeever hide, because we can.
You lead and I'll do what I need.
He goes, you'll lead, I'll follow. And Rumarin goes, you lead and I'll do whatever you say, I guess. What am I in combat with now? Or is this endless combat? Oh, he shouted help.
Someone do something.
Well, what are we in combat with? The skeevers that I haven't looted yet? Or is it something else? Something more serious? Well, I'll grab these mammoth cheese bowls, and then we'll move on. Yep. Do you consider Orcish armor elven? No. Orcish armor is made from Orihalcon. Orcish is a special kind of armor, and is not standard. If you mean, oh, glass armor is technically of elven craftsmanship. No, no. Orcs are a sub-race of elves. And you can say, well, Danny Talvin, that's up to you. That's up to you. It's like saying that a Blu-ray, oh nice, got a crash here. So over an hour and we get a crash. Yay, yay, hooray. Mehrune's Dagon Shrine. We gotta go there. Yep. Semantics and all that. It was the orcs. It was the orcs. Let's see here. Well, let's put something up here. So here's a picture that will trigger people. It's funny. It's from a book. Yep. Oh, right. It explains how you see. Yes. Indeed, it does trigger people. And we wait. We wait. Orcs are objects. Well, orcs are literal shit. I'm not... well, Trinamac is literal shit, and then the... the orcs are shit children. Because they're Trinamac's faithful. Malakath got eaten by... sorry, Trinamac got eaten by Boethia. And was... Yeah. You thought they just worship shit. Well, they smeared the shit on themselves, which caused them to transform. Here we go. I found out what crashed. Okay, so, well, reading binary data from stream, it's data as sound FX, fast snow light run. That's what it was apparently processing. That's what caused the crashes. Fast snow light run. It was a series of sound files. I think it might be tied to the audio pack. Oddly enough, let me just mess with some stuff. What do you want? Really? Well, it's not going to help you. But yeah. What was an orc before an orc? They were high elves. Aldmer. Not Altmer, Aldmer. Okay. We'll try something and see if the game crashes again. Otherwise, we'll have to do the autosave. Yes. Oh, pure elves became the most impure elves. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Right. Your internet is trolling you? Yes, well, my Skyrim is currently trolling me. Something about this area and footsteps in the snow. With lovely lanterns all aglow. Hee hee. Ho ho. I believe it was Uncle Sweetshare. Yes, tread lightly. Okay. What crashed it the last time was my footsteps. I'm going to do this really quick. Fast travel here. You saw The Last Jedi. That's nice. Let's see if the game promptly crashes in this. Yeah, it's possible that it sounds a Skyrim pack. As I moved up to this place, right over here is where it crashed. We're gonna try to approach it again and see if it crashes again at the Hall of the Vigilant, because the Hall of Vigilant's supposed to have been destroyed at this point. There might be multiple mods that are messing with it. We're going up to the Hall of the Vigilant right now. Many people who I know are of the opinion that it's worse than the, hey, who are you?
Stendar's mercy be upon you, for the vigil has none to spare.
Wait, you're here, even though this place is destroyed and there's little vampies all over the place. Like, there's a dead vigil here, with the Vampires of Vardenfell book on you. Do you care?
The mercy of Stendar does not extend to Daedra worshippers.
Yeah, did you guys successfully fend off the attack? Huh. Ooh, a Nordic pick. This belongs in the gallery somewhere. That's neat. We also got some vampire dust. But yeah, that Vigil of Stendar there, absolutely. But yeah, as I was going to say, the what do you call them? Friends of mine were saying that The Last Jedi is worse than, oops, we need that key. Vigilance vault key. The vault is empty. Love it. Love it. Anyway, I was told that it was worse than, The Force Awakens. And, that person didn't have, well, the last person who told me about the movie didn't have a very high opinion of The Force Awakens. Oh. Okay. No. You hear me? No. You've been locked out for a reason. You can't be trusted in there. I'm talking to the cat. He's not allowed where she is. And he knows why. Okay. Does your cat respond to verbal commands? Yours doesn't. It depends on the verbal commands. We taught him down and no. Those are pretty much the only words he knows. It's oh, and in to, you know, go inside if he's out in the back.
Stendar's mercy be upon you, for the vigil has none to spare.
He knows down, in, and no, pretty much.
The mercy
and food, but
not extend to
I think every cat picks up. Yeah, exactly. I think that every cat will pick up the word food pretty quickly. Yep. Well, that should be about it. I'm gonna get the... Yeah, we're moving on. Just gonna go, Yarp. Just saved it as Yarp. And now we move on. We need to head on up to the shrine, but I think we'll try to find a path up this way. I want to see if I can get up and around the mountain through some convoluted route. Let's see, there's a fort right over there. That's the Necromancer fort. I'm not too keen on going up there. Although it does, that area does lead around and up. Grumble, grumble, right? Mark Hamill shit-talked The Force Awakens, yes. Mark Hamill said, I fundamentally disagree, or he said to JJ, I fundamentally disagree with everything that is written here. And the JJ just kind of blew him off and said, oh well. Keep in mind that Mark Hamill has done Luke not only in these movies, but he's also done Luke in countless video games and audio dramas. So, I mean, he's been on a kick of shit-talking the new Star Wars movies. Because he's not happy with how they're turning out. I mean, he's doing his job, but at the same time... Alright, let's see here. The Star Wars Holiday Special. You talking about the Wookiee holiday special? Because that one was great. Top tier. Alright, I believe there's a Bandito camp over here. Whoops, hello. Need minions. Frost Atronux. Well, we found the abandoned researchers camp. Very abandoned as it is. Let's see if we can get anything from here. Oh, nice, a dig site. Well, that'll do. And if I can just get into the knapsack. Got some salmon jerky, yay. And we mine. Perfect. Good, good, good. How's my progress in that particular story? I have... Whoops, hold on a second. Whoops. I have a project in the works for it, but I can't really discuss it. Unlike the stuff that I've published on that website, I can't talk about the project I'm currently working on. But, thanks for asking. It may be a year or two before you hear anything, but, I plan to make a very large announcement when I'm able to. Okay. Oh yes, I still don't have a pick. I gave my pickaxe to Faendal, I think. You're asking about types of Daedra, because there are tons. There's Sumirs, I believe. There are so many types of Daedra. Let's see. I think it was... I'm looking for a very specific thing here. Ah, yes. Not character information. There we go. Alright, so... We got Daedra counts. Then they're, the one up of them are Daedra Lords. Daedra Lords, you'll notice, have the huge horns. Then we get, of course, good old-fashioned Dark Seducers. Because, you know... Women whose clothes burst off and then they get big ol' bat wings. They're basically the succubi of the universe. Let's see. Can't forget about Herns. Herns are Daedra. Yeah, they're like the goat men. Yes. Don't forget about Morphids. Morphids are also a type of Daedra. Nice little guys. They're frightening like Hern creatures. Let's see what else we got. We've got the Spider Daedra. They're nice peoples. What else? Oh yeah, the Vermai. Don't forget about the good old Vermai. They're nice with their heads. Let's see. Of course, there are Rathmen. I'm looking for Sumirs because I know they're on the list, but I don't see any pictures of them right now. Let's see here. But yeah, there's tons of different sub races that of Daedra that I haven't even covered here. I just can't find pictures of them at the moment. All right, found a giant's camp. Well, Aurorians are just big chunks of armor, to be honest. Let's see. We're gonna have to conjure up those Frost Atronachs and summon our minions here. That'll do it. I'm gonna make Giant's dead. He's a berserker, though. Well, why'd you do that? Managed to suspend the giant for just a second. Hopefully we can get him low enough to where... Yes! Electro-convulsions! Once he hit below 25%, it was over for him.
One less thing to worry about.
Damn right. Yeah, we kind of hit Rumarn with a bunch of stuff. That axe, though, that axe was definitely not something I can loot, sadly. But at least we get more mammoth cheese bowls than anyone will ever recognize. Yep. Of course giants have females. You just don't see them in Skyrim because Skyrim is Skyrim. And Skyrim is missing... Well, Skyrim is missing the Riverwood Palace with Lord Asgans. Now, Lord Asgans has been dead for 100 years. 200 years, technically. But my point is that Riverwood had a palace and a noble lord, and it was its own city-state. I'm sorry, but Skyrim, the video game, doesn't have what Skyrim, the actual story of Skyrim should have. So when you ask, well, were there female giants, it's just another of those things that exists in the storyline but isn't shown in the game. That's all. Yeah, Skyrim is missing in Skyrim, exactly. There's another giant. Must kill. Purge the giants. They're giant monkeys. Oh, this one dies a lot easier than that berserker did. Look at him. His little electro convulsions.
Somehow, I don't think we'll be hearing the bards sing about this battle.
No, certainly not. Good enough, good enough. Oh. Okay. Yep. Let's continue on through the hills. The hills and the mountains. And the valleys. Save it under Yarp. I saved over Yarp. The giants did socialize with other races. It's just, the game doesn't represent that. Young ice troll. Electrocuted. And its soul taken. As long as we can Well, I completely failed to harvest anything. That makes me sad. Good enough. Dead saber kitty. Same deal with that. As long as we can get the teeth and the eyes and the claws. No claws, but we got a heart. Gotta love the power of heart. It's totally legit. No, it isn't. Captain Planet lied to you. Alright, we got a Shrine to Mara. What's the worst that could happen if we go to the Shrine to Mara? I have to activate it to make sure it's added to the gallery. Unfortunately, all the divine shrines need to be gathered. Okay. Yes, Captain Planet lied to you. There is no heart element. Who are you? Bandit Thug. Oops. Whoops. I may have suspended my own Atronach in the air, but it's okay. Because we killed these bandit thugs and I got a pickaxe. Dwarven mace as well. Those Cadgets kind of deserved it, didn't they? Said Warframe's dev stream popped up. What were they going to do after the dev stream? Weren't they going to do something special? Either way, I don't watch their dev streams. I just play the game. People flip out when they talk about something that was mentioned in the dev streams. I'm like, yeah, but let's wait until we actually see it in the game. And, you know, the realities therein. I love that I got a few dragon bones and scales from, that giant there. Who are you? Are you a wastrel?
Hello there, fellow traveler. One itinerant minstrel and wandering wastrel at your...
I'll let him go. He's probably better, worse for Skyrim than the bandits. We'll deal with him later if he's... Yeah, he's in league with the bandits? Possibly. I may end up dealing with him later. Our goal is the Lord's Stone. It is this way. We need to add it to the gallery, and we need to also get the Amulet of the Lord. Once we do that, we can then head up to the Shrine of Mehrune's Dagon. Dagon uppercut. He's the best bard in Skyrim. He's probably the only real bard in Skyrim, at least traveling bards go. Yep, found it. There's the banditos. Let's deal with this. Still the same couch and Rebecca's there. Oh yeah, so you're talking about the dev stream, Dark Rider? Anytime anyone talks about the Lotus, I'm like, oh, you mean Rebecca? Because, you know. Threw a couple Atronachs over there. Killed that bandit. 2 enemies, 1 on each side. 1 for this one right now. Good, we knocked him off, he died. And the other one died to Atronachs. Good. The Amulet of the Lord. 25 points of damage resistance, grants 17% resistance to all magic. We got the amulet, we activated the stone. If we want to get the stone, we can get those under the side of the Lord, have high attack damage at high health, but less at low health. And then the power is kneel or be knelt. Once a day, they can summon an earthquake that smashes nearby enemies. Don't need either. That is neat. Absolutely. But not necessary. Let's go loot the bandits for their lovely flesh and hearts. Gotta love all the flesh and hearts. Oh, good. Oh, okay. I thought the bow was going through his head. It wasn't, though. 2 flesh and 1 heart, you betcha. All the delicious human hearts. Okay. Mm-hmm. Oh. The funny part is yeah, Bethesda is not the actual one making most. Well, some of the Creation Club mods are being made by Bethesda proper, and by Bethesda proper I mean contractors who are not like that are in-house. They aren't outsourcing it necessarily. How can you say contractors in-house? It can happen, but yeah. Look for the meme mom feeds daughter human
Good.
hearts.
You're here.
Here we go.
I'll place the pieces on the altar, and Dagon should speak to us.
Alright, Dagon. We're gonna have a chat with Mehrune's Dagon.
Mehrune's Dagon, the Lord of Change. We have brought your razor to you. We beg you, please, bring the blade's full glory to Tamriel again. It's not working. Why don't you give it a try? Just put your hands on the altar.
As a child, Atero and I would pass time on the road by playing withershins. A fine day to you.
Alright, here we go. So, let's do it.
You, mortal, you are worthy of speaking to. You have claimed the pieces of my razor. It has been an amusing game to witness. But Dagon does not declare a winner while there is a pawn on the board. Kill Silas. He and his family have served their purpose.
No, he deserves to live.
Only Dagon can declare if a pawn is worth keeping. I have spoken. Kill him. Take your rightful place as my champion, or I will crush you.
Well, being crushed by a Daedra Lord far beyond me.
Wait, don't kill me. There's another way. I can take the pieces back to my museum, seal them in a display case. You get a generous amount of gold, I get to complete my collection, and nobody has to die.
Look, I don't want to get crushed by Mehrune's Dagon. He's a Daedra. We're at his shrine. You're going to die.
Fine. I'm not dying without a fight.
Okay. Look at those electric convulsions. And now, his Mythic Dawn everything is mine. Do you see this? The Fork of Horripilation. This fork was granted to mortals by Sheol-Goroth. Why does he have the Fork of Horripilation? We have no idea. However, it belongs in the museum. Now then, let it begin.
I am pleased, mortal. I will give you my razor. Use it to wreak havoc on Tamriel.
Very well.
You have been a worthy tool. Fill the world with destruction in my name. Place your hands on my altar one last time, and you will witness the power of Mehrune's Dagon for yourself.
Okie dokie. Take the razor.
Before you go, mortal, one final challenge.
Oh, shoot. That's happening. Good. Oh, Rumarin, no, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Rumorin. Oh god, I have no minions. Okay. Minions! Good. That'll do it. I think they're dead. Okay. Yeah, we got their Daedra heart. Good. Good, good. Yes, I used electroconvulsions on Rumorin. Razor get. Good. We're heading on into the shrine. Gonna fight some Daedra. Gonna fight some Daedra. Now before let's see, I think that that just gonna do this again because you heard Dagon in this, and we're just gonna go back to Battlespire again real quick. Let's see here, just double checking. Yeah.
Why, you arrogant little bug. You think you can suck the power from me and cast me into oblivion?
Yes. Why, you arrogant little bug. Yes. Just a second, we're gonna conjure Atronachs behind me. Then we're gonna move them up there. Yeah, I kinda didn't want to be a part of those explosions. Ebony, we need the ebony. Rumorin, what are you doing? Okay. We got, ooh, I already have a horn pick, though. That makes me sad. Seeing these items thrown around the room. Also irritating. Okay. Ooh, ancient door, we got the ancient Daedric Lord chassis. Yay! It's a chest piece. It's not extremely good, but it definitely belongs in the museum. An arming sword, everybody. An arming sword. What else? Got some gold ingots. Helm of the Undying. Firebolt tome. What else? We got a Circlet of the Crucible. Gains 28 soul energy when a living foe dies. Generating a burst of soul power to 1,000 soul energy. It has none in it right now. Let's grab that moonstone, glow dust, bone meal. It's in this strong box. The black band. If nothing belongs in a museum, the black band does. Fortifies lockpicking, light armor, and resistance is nice, nice, nice. What's in the chest? Some Alicia's and the Grand Health Potion. But this is what I really wanted. All this gold bullion. This gold bullion can be turned into the Bank of Markarth or the Solitude Docks for 5,000 septums apiece. Also, ebony ingots, 2 of them. Which mean we can forge some Daedric stuff, which is really neat. Oh. So we just got kind of rich. Mehrune's Dagon. Let's see, Dagon's razor. Where? Gotta scroll down. There it is. Inflicts a corrosive poison that damages 12 points of health and greatly reduces armor rating. So instead of having the instant death chance, it greatly reduces the armor rating, meaning successive stabs are going to deal a lot more damage, which is good. Very good. I don't use it, but hey, why not? I'm just gonna take both Nordic stuff right now. Looking around to see if I'm not missing anything else that may have been sitting around. Staff of Banishing. Okie dokie. We can banish the Daedra. Ooh, another ebony ingot. Feather. What else? Oh, he's covering some gold bullion. I see it in the corner there. Or gold ingot, rather. Yes. Bam. Wait. No, Rumarin, get out of my way.
What do you need?
Yeah, out of my way. I see underneath that corpse another ingot. Yes. Perfect. In this treasure chest we have potion of pickpocket, don't care. Barbarian hero boots, a Daedric cloak. Neat. Anything else? Nah. I don't think there's anything else. Double checking to see if there are any urns or anything else I may have missed. If there was an amulet, it was likely exploded somewhere else, sadly. But, what can you do, really, when all the people use explosions? I'm just double checking all the corners because we got some good stuff here, I'm saying. Bow of hunting, that's fine. Well, I guess that's it. We just finished Dagon Shrine and got a lot of good stuff. So already the gallery is overfilling with goodness. Yes. Yeah, the cycle of Jiggalag and Shalegroth was broken, correct. There won't be any more, yeah, well, you said Jiggalag is free to interfere with Mundus. Jiggalag, it went back to Oblivion to start reforming his sphere. Keep in mind, Jiggalag gave up most of himself in order to leave the Isles. A Daedric Lord, or should I say a Daedric Prince, is physically the same as their realm. In other words, when Jiggalag gave up the Isles in order to be free of the curse, he gave up most of himself. It's gonna take him hundreds, if not thousands of years to reform fully before he's strong enough to do anything. And even then, what would he do with Mundus? He's trying to create his own perfect world of order. Like, I think Mundus is something he doesn't care about. But that's just my opinion. Now. Let's see here. Yeah, it's a lot of carry weight. Just looking at the different things that I'm giving Faendal right now. I should probably take from Faendal a pickaxe, though. Should be around here. Yes, pickaxe. And then we can use that really quick. I've tried to command my minions to mine these veins, and they don't. They just don't. Oh. Yes. Jiggalag was defeated by a mortal in the Isles, but keep in mind something. That was the cursed version of Jiggalag that was defeated, not the full version of Jiggalag. It was the cursed apparition that formed as a result of his intense hatred for being trapped inside a Shalegroth. Huh, nice. I suspect that if Jiggalag had his entire self regained, that is his whole sphere, then he would be much, much, much stronger. It's, it was only really a fraction of his true self. Yep. And I'm getting my ass kicked already. was good to come out on the winning side, of course. Of course it is. Yeah, the big issue with Jiggalag as he is now is he doesn't have any priests, any mortal followers, and his ability to manifest in Mundus is extremely limited without any shrines or mortal worshippers. Daedra would either use their shrine as a conduit to talk to mortals, or take over one of their followers in order to speak with a mortal. Either way, it's based on them, you know, their ability to communicate requires them to be worshipped. So they don't really have much, like Jiggalag can't do much unless he manages to build up a following somehow. A trident. With this iron trident, we can rule the Sea of Ghosts. No, we can't. We actually can't. Oh. We gotta go kill whatever's down there. You can see the wisps. This is important. Oh, God. Mm-hmm. I died to falling damage, unfortunately. Makes me wish I had levitate. Apparently even the Aldmeri Dominion must respect the Levitation Act. Skyborn Altar, yay. Daedra aren't exactly known for their foresight, other than Azura. Daedra kind of live in the here and now. Gemstone bow, that's neat. Okay, we got our minions here. Daedra have a tendency to make their predictions a reality by cheating. Like, I predict that Lord Nerevar is gonna come back. And then, you know, Azura facilitated the bringing back of said Nerevar by forcing his soul to reincarnate. So it's like, I'm gonna predict this and then make it happen. Yes. I did really like that, praying to yourself, my lord? That's not a good sign. Well, maybe it is. Prince of Madness and all that. That's, that was a nice little line there. I learned a new shout. What are these shouts? I've got 2 of this. No idea. You said Sithis is greater than everything else? Well, I was gonna say, you should do Sithis equals exclamation point everything else. Because Sithis is literally nothing. Alright, we're going down to Whiterun to warn the Jarl about some evil. A dragon that destroyed Helgen. We didn't care about it. We ignored it. And, yeah. Oh, prophecies. Yes. Well, hey! I was nearly killed by a saber kitty. Not a fan of saber kitties. Okay. Well, apparently that one just got smashed. Good. Any mods I recommend for a first playthrough of Morrowind? Yeah, I recommend using the OpenMW engine. And I don't recommend using Morrowind Rebirth in your first playthrough, but I highly recommend it for subsequent playthroughs. Other than that, there really isn't anything mandatory. I recommend either using the Lover's Stone or focusing on agility on your character, because agility is your ability to hit things with melee. Keep that in mind. You can't use the Morrowind overhaul with OpenMW. You have to choose one or the other. But yeah, there's huge issues with that Morrowind overhaul that have been uncovered over the past few months. That's why I added to my video description of my modernizing Morrowind. I just said, don't, you know, this is no longer supported, because there's just too many issues with it. Yeah, honestly, the combat system is a bit bad. I agree. I am yawning a lot. Very tired, but I intend on staying up another hour or two for sure. I'm gonna be forced to stay up longer than that, but I might be able to get a nap in. Got woofs coming. Okay, we're gonna summon just a couple flame astronauts to pelt things. There we go. Oh, whole fortress of bandits. Got it. You normally hate playing the Chosen One characters. Yeah, you're playing the wrong franchise then. Exactly. Bandito thug. Yeah, this area, they have the high ground. Keep that in mind. So there's a lot of issues with this already. You know, the fact that there are tons of archers and they have the high ground. I mean, if I were... I was gonna say if I were less confident, I'd say it's over. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna get these Atronachs and we're gonna summon them up there. There we go. That guy's quite dead. I mean, look at the guys up on the top there. We are picking these guys off slowly. Okay, let's try something fun. Let's back off for one thing, because I'm about to die. Yeah, we're just backing off for a second. Hello.
Finish this.
Finish this. He's convulsing. He's dead. Good. Oh. Yeah, OpenMW is the most stable way to play Morrowind. Let's see. Okay. Kill that thing. That thug. It's convulsing. It's dead. Good. No, no, no. Kill these guys quick. Damn it. Good, we got him dead. Moving up to the last bandit. Capabilities of killing me. And he's gone. Good, good. I think we pretty much have this handled. We do have to get Rumarin in here. Hey, Feindal. Give Feindal all the stuff. Have I named my summons? No. I've got a... I like how it sometimes summons a potent one, though. That's amusing. My Atronux. That's fine. We're just looting all the bandit loot for the moment. It all belongs in one place. In my cell card, of course. But we need it desperately because we're going to have a lot more expenses as we move forward. There's going to be a lot of expenses. Yeah. I'm just looking at all the cloaks and kilts and other things. Most of my carry weight's going to be in that, in the weapons I just picked up. Most likely. But it's nice to be able to unload all the gear regardless. Yeah, we're fine. Raw hominid flesh. And a couple wolf pelts. That'll do it. Let's head on up. What's the theme of this playthrough? Why, elven supremacy, of course. Do you not know the great and powerful Killian? And his disdain for the monkeys that inhabit Skyrim? But he also covets the relics. And, well, let's just say there's going to be issues if he doesn't get the relics he wants. And that's why we are on this adventure. This adventure taking the lunar axe to lunar iron lunar steel. Nice. We've got a new chest here with some mystics and a mace of flux. Chance to lift targets' feet off the ground, immobilizing them for 6 seconds. Mine only immobilizes them for 2. Let's see. So copper bracelet and a painting that belongs in the museum. Excellent, excellent. So yes. We've also got the monocle. The monocle makes the set, I think. But yeah, we're moving on. Whoops. Oops. Really? Apparently we need to summon the Frost Atronachs inside. Good. That did it. I'm going to go in reverse in this bandit fort. You can head in from the exit and there's more loot that way. Lunar iron sword, you bet. Don't need the iron armor there. Who are you?
That spell looks dangerous.
As long as you don't interfere with my looting of the Traveler's card. Hell yeah, Traveler's card, that's what I'm talking about. Distance. Well, you know what? She got banned for a reason. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to summon a couple skeleton warriors.
Keep your distance.
And then I'm going to zap her in the face. Yes, electro-convulsions. Let's heal.
Victory is ours. I've always wanted to say that.
You heard Rumarin up there? Victory is ours. I always wanted to say that. Yes, we're going down. We're going down. She banned or expelled? Most likely expelled. She said, ah, do that. Okay. Yes, this little small purse once held a ring. A ring of transmogrification, I believe. Yeah, sorry, ring of transmutation. That's... I've already been here, it's just the place is respawned, so I'm taking the loot while I have the opportunity. Because, again, it respawned, so... Ag, do that, she said. There is a sealed hatch. I'm wondering when I'll gain access to it. For now, it's closed. I think it's an exit only. Lunar steel sword. That strong box had loot for me. Previously, I believe it was a circle of sorts. That knapsack's always going to be empty. Yeah, the skeletons are going to drive me crazy long before anything else. I've already done this dig site. Let's move on here. We're going to replace those two with flame atronachs. Just as soon as we get that door open. Or you know what? You know what? I have an idea. I call this idea Bound Sword.
Is someone there?
Oh, yeah. That took care of that, I guess. She's quite dead, and I'm gonna get healed. Alright, that guy just swings his pole arm in there. We're ignoring the fact that he's, you know, swinging it like a sword. But, yeah, it's an orcish glaive. Whatever. Bound sword is my answer usually when I have the opportunity. Bam. If the enemy isn't paying attention to me, let's go level up really quick. More health, please. Once I get to 200 health, I'll start raising magicka again. Alright. We will never get Nova Charge, but we can show them all. Shock spells and effects drain 50% more magicka. Perfect. So those mages, I'll show them. That's good. Let's see here. Okay. As I was gonna say, the sneak perk over here is Demolition Job. All destruction spells are 1% more powerful for each level of sneak if the target is not detecting the caster. So it'd be 45% more powerful while I'm sneaking, and that's because my skill is as indicated. I'm tired, hungry, and thirsty. I can take care of most of those at Whiterun when I get there. Alternatively, I could probably take care of them now in here and go to Whiterun in the morning. That sounds like a better plan. So let's just chill out here for 11, and then we'll head on out. Good enough, good enough. So regarding Azura's star, which do you pick for legacy? I usually get Azura's regular star because I can then have Arena as a follower, and Arena is my favorite base follower. I'm trying to think what else. Because you're not losing out on a relic. So, is this a realism playthrough? What's realism playthrough? Because people are like, if it's realism, you need to use Frostfall because Skyrim's totally cold and you'll freeze to death. Except if you're wearing armor, realistically speaking, you'd be wearing a gambazon under that armor that would act as insulation. So you would probably need to... you would probably not be cold at all. I live in an area where it snows. In fact, there's still fresh snow on the ground from the other day. And, yeah, like, frostfall is, unrealistic as hell. So, you know, it's all in knowing the details. But, so there's a mod that allows you to wear clothes under armor. Huh. There should be, that's for sure. Either way, there's no way you'd reasonably freeze as quickly as the game indicates that you would. That's for people who have never lived in an area that is cold. I'm gonna put away all this stuff we're giving it to Faendal here. Just because you're cold doesn't mean you get hypothermia and keel over. Yeah, exactly. Snowing in New Jersey earlier. Yeah, pretty much. You wear stuff between your armor and whatnot. Either way. Okay, yeah. So we're still hungry and thirsty. We have to deal with that. It's pretty easy. We just talk to Faendal and tell him, hey, give me my cooked leeks, and I believe I have a couple stews that I cooked up. Yeah, there we go. Squash and onion stew, and we'll take a couple of these water bottles real quick. That should be fine. Matt, you should also sweat in frostfall. What happens? The cold can cause problems. Yes, it's true. It's true, actually. Your body adapts to one temperature. You're absolutely right. Okay, we ate, we drank, we're good. Oh, yes, yes. Swimming in cold water does cause hypothermia and death. So that is one part of frostfall that makes sense, is the cold water. The problem is you get a perk called Glacial Swimmer. It's like the second perk you can get. And I'm just thinking, wait a second. So you can get frostfall perks that negate the survival mechanics in frostfall. Yes. Well, that sounds pretty dumb. I mean, I actually like the perk system. I'm just thinking, if you're trying to play it for a survival run, then that's just hilarious. Because, you know, it gives you perks to deal with it. Perks are magic. Bandits without shirts on, they have to be eating a high-calorie diet. Something like that. Well, no. Keep this in mind, though. I was just talking in terms of Aldmeri or Bosmer, Imperials. When it comes to Nords have a racial immunity to the elements. They can stand out in the snow and it won't bother them. They are, like, skimpy armor is actually justified in the lore for Nords. Because that they wear a helmet so that the snow doesn't hit their head, and then they wear boots so that, you know, their feet don't get messed up while they run over sharp rocks and stuff.
Looking for my husband, Nazim? Check the Jarl's backside. That's usually where he stuffs himself these days.
Where he stuffs himself. Got it. But yeah. Yeah, campfire is good. I do like the campfire mod. Huh. It's closed, requires a key. Interesting. It's locked, requires a key, and there are no guards. That's kind of interesting. That's, I could fast travel there, but it's supposed to be like... Let's see... I'll try again, because, yeah, there were no guards at the front door. Yeah, right. Nazim will eventually die. All right. Yeah, there are no guards here right now. I'm trying to think, what else did I do? We'll see. Yes, Western Calovia, where men are men. Exactly. This is interesting. Just console. Well, I can fast travel in. That's not a problem. I've got multiple fast travel points. I just want to know where the guards are. Because Whiterun will be eternally locked. Spawn the guards with the console. It's not the guard, though. So I'm curious as to what they're up to. I just want to see if they went somewhere. It'd be funny if there was a vampire attack. And they all went inside. You a wizard or something? Yeah. We'll go in here. Wait, I don't have Sewers of Skyrim installed, do I? No, I do not. Okay. Yes. No, it is a real voice line from Oblivion, though. It's Western Calovia, where men are men. And everyone's just like, what the hell? Probably on a lunch break. Well, I just did a fast travel, which spends the... So the guard fell into the world. That'd be hilarious. Yeah, exactly. Whiterun guard, that closed for travelers while I was inside of it. That'd be pretty funny. Yeah. Hello.
Halt. City's closed with the dragons about. Official business only.
I have news about the dragons.
Fine. But we'll be keeping an eye on you.
Yep. Fine. It's one of those set pieces. You see, Skyrim is obsessed with set pieces. If you don't do things in the order Skyrim wants you to do them in, then the whole game just falls apart and becomes unplayable. And that's very common for video games, but it's more common in, well, heavily scripted video games where an event has to happen the way the developers intended it to happen. You know, if they were adamant about this is not scripted, this save file is not scripted. Okay, there we go. So we saved the game, and we're gonna head on up now.
Ain't done nothing.
What can I do for you?
Ain't done nothing. You never understood speech checks in the guard. The speech checks don't fail unless you have some kind of negative modifier to your speechcraft. If you have the basic speechcraft,
they say Helgen by a dragon. One of those horrors comes here. We'll be ready.
Yeah.
I can handle. This talk of dragons.
The world's gone mad, I say. Moving on, though. Moving on. Yep. The Watchtower Dragon attack is essentially a tutorial. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Do I prefer Ordinator or Skyrim perk mods? I believe the order is Ordinator is greater than Percus Maximus is greater than Skyrim. Skyrim is an outdated and somewhat broken version of Ordinator, and even the version of Skyrim that most people get, you need to run a program called the reprocessor that comes with Skyrim in order to properly configure all the items and stuff. And most people never do that. So their Skyrim is broken in some way, and they never realize it. Look at her. This is how the game works. She is not scripted, as you can tell. Actually, that's all she is. She is just one script. See that?
What's the meaning of this interruption? Jarl Balgrup is not receiving visitors.
Yep. I have news from Helgen.
Well, that explains why the guards let you in. Come on then. The Jarl will want to speak to you personally.
Yes. You said Percus Maximus needs a Skyproc patcher to function as well. You know, my point is that Percus Maximus has the good sense to gate the ability to use it on the Skyproc patcher. It'll when you try to boot it up, it'll tell you, "Hey, the Skyproc patcher hasn't been loaded. Please restart." And so people will then realize, "Oops, I didn't do a step." Whereas with Skyrim, there is no mandatory step. It won't tell you, "You need to run this now." And that's the difference between the two, is most people run Skyrim without realizing they need to run reprocessor, whereas Percus Maximus tells you to your face you need to run it. I took the soul gem. This is good. He doesn't care. Let's go talk to Balgruff. Hello.
So, you were at Helgen. You saw this dragon with your own eyes?
Spurg has some really neat functions for staves. You can use staves to raise your skills. So if you use a destruction stave, you can get raises in destruction. It's a really nice way of operating if you want to use Spurg. I actually had a setup that used both Percus Maximus and Spurg, and I had to load it up in a specific way for it to work. Either way, the dragon destroyed Helgen. They weren't... Yeah, exactly.
By Ysmir, Irileth was right. What do you say now, Proventus? Shall we continue to trust in the strength of our walls against the dragon?
My lord, we should send troops to Riverwood at once. It's in the most immediate danger. If that dragon is lurking in the mountains...
The Jarl of Falkreath will view that as a provocation. He'll assume we're preparing to join Ulfric's side and attack him. We should not...
I'll not stand idly by while the dragon burns my hold and slaughters my people.
Don't even think about it.
Send a detachment to Riverwood at once.
Yes, my Jarl.
If you'll excuse me, I'll return to my duties.
That would be best. Well done. You sought me out on your own initiative. You've done Whiterun a service, and I won't forget it. Here, take this as a small token of my esteem.
Vagabond leather armor? That
is another thing you could do for me. Come, let's go find Farengar, my court wizard. He's been looking into a matter related to these dragons and rumors of dragons.
Indeed, he did say Ysmir. And if he said Ysmir, that means Talos. And so he's a heretic. We'll remember this for later. We'll remember this. Oh.
Farengar, I think I found someone who can help you with your project. Go ahead and fill him in with all the details.
Okay.
So the Jarl thinks you can be of use to me. Oh yes, he might. Yes, I could use someone to fetch something for me. Well, when I say fetch, I really mean delve into a dangerous ruin in search of an ancient stone tablet that may or may not actually be there.
Yep. Oh, let's see here. What does this have to do with dragons?
Ah, no mere brute mercenary, but a thinker. Perhaps even a scholar? You see, when the stories of dragons began to circulate, many dismissed them as mere fantasies, rumors, impossibilities. One sure mark of a fool is to dismiss anything that falls outside his experience as being impossible. But I began to search for information about dragons. Where had they gone all those years ago? And where were they coming from?
Let's see here. You're asking why I'm playing on such a low resolution? Yeah. I'm on a 43-inch screen, and I'm playing on 720p. I've got a lot of window space over here. How do I put this? My game occupies, like, everything over here, and then I've got a bunch of space over here. Then I have a monitor here. I got another monitor there. So it's a nice setup, and I definitely can't see anything wrong with the resolution on this. But then again, you know. Either way, what exactly do you need me to do?
I learned of a certain stone tablet said to be housed in Bleak Falls Barrow. A dragon stone said to contain a map of dragon burial sites.
There's a problem
Go
with
to
this.
Bleak Falls Barrow. Find this tablet, no doubt interred in the main chamber, and bring it to me. Simplicity itself.
Sure. Is there anything else about Bleak Falls Barrow? Let's see. Yeah.
An old tomb built by the ancient Nords, perhaps dating back to the Dragon War itself. Maybe you just want to know how to get there. It's near Riverwood, a miserable little village a few miles south of here. I'm sure some of the locals can point you in the right direction.
A miserable little village, everybody.
Well, must preserve some professional secrets, mustn't we? I have my sources. Reliable sources.
We don't know about the blades right now. They're, I mean, it's not like this guy's Dragonborn or anything like that. Yeah, I mean, we were able to read the ancient dragon language, and, you know, we found some words. The words don't do anything, we just read them. So...
Before it's too late.
Yeah.
Of course, Jarl Balgroof. You seem to have found...
Jarl Balgroof.
I'm sure you...
Yes, Groof. That's right. Groof smash. Prolonged magic use makes you arrogant. Damn it! Why don't you people just leave me alone? Oh, you're new here, aren't you? Let's see here. There's leather involved and whips. Delphine and Farengar. What? What was that? Okay. Still gonna be about another hour before you get in there. No, I'm not letting you in. Not happening. Alright.
You're the one cast those illusions. Impressive.
I'm the one cast those illusions. What illusions?
We are the children of man.
It's a shame, isn't it?
He's not happy. My wife is in a bedroom, and the bedroom door is closed. And the kitty wants in the bedroom, and I'm telling the kitty that this is impossible, because the kitty gets up to mischief and messes with her projects. And so the kitty waits and cries.
Yes, Housecar. We'll leave immediately. It's just us against the dragon. Is that it?
I can't afford to send anyone else, and we don't know where the dragon is. Your main job will be to keep an eye out and get the people to safety if the town is attacked. I don't expect the three of you to fight off a dragon by yourselves, but I do expect you to do your duty.
Of course.
Riverwood
keep
guards.
safe. You can count on it. Let's move out. Oh.
So, at the 44 hours into the game, and Riverwood's gonna get some guards.
Spies, saboteurs, and assassins to send against us.
Damn right.
Yes, Sirrah?
Sirrah?
My eyes on you.
Of course you do. Alright.
Hands to yourself.
Omiko asks if she knits stuff. More along the lines of like cross-stitch projects and regular sewing. She has a sewing machine. Very expensive one, too.
There's a nip in the air. Cold won't be good for my crops. Never is.
There's a nip in the air. Cold won't be good for my crops. Da-da-da-da-da. It's sad. So sad. Alright. We are gonna figure out what we have to do now. We're supposedly going to Bleak Falls Barrow to retrieve a Dragonstone. I think we should probably head on over to Riverwood first, and we'll talk to Lucan about that Golden Claw. We'll agree to bring it back, and then probably steal it again, because, you know, no one suspects the person who brought it back of stealing it. Why would he have brought it back? Okay. Let's slay hill. Took me a few in-game months to report the dragons. What are you talking about, report the dragons? I didn't know that Helgen was destroyed. Remember, Alduin was just flying away from Helgen when I discovered it. So, what happened was I went to the gallery and we managed to, I believe it was over here-ish in this area. Either way, I got all the stuff back from the gallery. On my way over, it was Eagleman's Rest. On our way over, we went to see what was going on with Helgen, after which we traveled back to the gallery, then we traveled to Dawnstar, then we traveled back down, and on our way down, that's where we discovered this stuff. So, you said that TS lore is not as messy as Warcraft lore. Not as messy. How do I put this? Warcraft lore is... okay, hold on. Destroyer, you've triggered this. Hold on. It's, I think it's this one right here. Yes. Alright, you can check this out.
It is a legend no one will forget. Everyone thought King Koopa had left the Mushroom Kingdom. And then his doom ship attacked. King Koopa was back with the greatest danger ever known. His Koopa kids. Using their new superpowers, the Super Mario Brothers rescued Princess Toadstool and beat back the evil Koopa family.
I'll get those flutters!
This is where we host World of Warcraft. All of the data for your characters, the world that you interact in, is all contained in the data centers.
Every single server converged and proceeded to basically repeatedly crash the entire world server.
Alright, yeah. You can go check out that video later if you'd like. It's called Why I Don't Do Warcraft Lore. And, yeah, it's a video that explains why I don't care about it. But that was just the opening of that video. Because, you know. Oh. No, the lore had already been massively retconned by the time World of Warcraft came around. And then by what's it called? By Cataclysm, what they did is they then went and said, okay, what we're going to do is we're going to pretend like the first, all of the vanilla WoW didn't happen, and we're going to say that everything you did as a player, it's actually King Varian who did that. Wait, what? You mean Varian did all the things? And yeah, so you killed Onyxia? No, Varian did that. But wasn't Varian on Algaz Island? No, they retconned that. He was in the Orgrimmar Arena. Wait, what? So, yeah, there's a lot of issues. Who is this?
I don't want to be hurt again.
I don't want to be hurt again? Really? Well, Varian's dead now. They managed to kill him off because they needed to make Anduin the champion of the light. And I was actually on board with the prophecy of Anduin becoming the champion of the light because he, hold on a second. Okay, it was, I think it was this right here. It's, yeah, Prince, okay, here he is. So you had this guy who was a little kid when World of Warcraft originally launched. They aged him up over the expansions, and then in Mists of Pandaria he had his own adventure, and they basically revealed his destiny as, you know, to be a great champion of the light. And that was really cool because, let's see, I think it was here. In Mists of Pandaria, he and Wrathion, they both had this long conversation about power and how it should be used. Wrathion, by the way, son of Deathwing. Either way, yeah, so you had Wrathion and Anduin Wrynn, and they were both talking, and it was really cool, you know, seeing both the blonde-haired prince and then the turban-wearing dragonkin have their conversation. And yeah, it was just really it was really cool. Either way, that plot line just turned to crap. It just turned to crap right away. Yes. Yep. Yep. Exactly. The 3-year-old dragon that whelp that threw a tantrum in Mists of Pandaria. Well, it's clear that they rushed the end of Mists of Pandaria. The Siege of Orgrimmar was supposed to happen later, and there was supposed to be character development that they kind of ignored. And yeah, there we go. That's the issue. That cat is going to be non-stop. There's no stopping him. His name is Oliver. And he will never stop. Bam! Oh god, red woof. 2 woofs! Okay. We're gonna do this. Day draw! Up here. That's it? Okay, we killed him. That's fine. Yes. Oliver the Unstoppable. Exactly. Oh. Let's see. Can you make a lore argument based on Skyrim belongs to the Gourds? Well, as we all know, Coda makes it canon, so there's a multiverse of the Elder Scrolls, and everything is canon. So there's obviously an alternate version of Tamriel, which is both tropical, and Ulfina Gordcloak, leader of the Gordcloaks, struggles to make Skyrim for the Gords and not the Imperials. And also the Dragonborn is should I say, the Dragonborn runs around with a submachine gun and kills Thomas the Tank Engines. That happened. So, yes, the creation kit is lore, obviously. I said no! No thief chasing! That's what he says. Right?
My sister Camilla or I will be happy to help you.
Did something happen, Dirty Monkey?
Yeah, we did have a bit of a break-in, but we still have plenty to sell. Robbers were only after one thing. An ornament. Solid gold in the shape of a dragon's claw.
Mm-hmm. Yes, I could help you get the claw back.
You could? I've got some coin coming in from my last shipment. It's yours if you bring my claw back. Now, if you're going to
we need to do a claw back.
Head to Bleak Falls Barrow, northwest of town.
So this is your plan, Lucan?
Yes. So now you don't have to go, do you?
Oh, really? Well, I think your new helper here needs a guide.
Oh, no theatrics, no thief chasing.
Oh, really? Well, I think your new helper here needs a guide.
By the 8, fine. But only to the edge of town.
Only to the edge of town. I'm your brother, and I control everything you do and say.
You won't get away with that!
Oh, no. Oh, no, I've stolen. I've stolen from him. Nobody steals from Lucan Valerius. I stole a bottle of ale. You won't get away with this! Ah! Oh, I must put away the stolen goods. Stolen goods are now forfeit. There we go. No stolen goods. Well, I've committed crimes against people.
By order of the Jarl. Stop right there.
I'll pay it off.
Smart man. Now, come along with us. We'll take any stolen goods, and you'll be free to go.
Okay, so the only problem with this situation is going to put me in Whiterun. And I did pay off my bounty. I have plenty of money to deal with. Unfortunately, we're going to have to now that we officially dealt with that that claw there. We should, yes, exactly. Farengar does have a voice that is questionable, I agree. Not for the voice, but rather the way the lines are spoken. I don't think these voice actors were given proper direction when they're voice acting for Bethesda. I seriously don't think that, like, in both Oblivion and Skyrim, I'm pretty sure, based on, like, the one guy who goes, Dragon Search, they call it. Big old dragon skull hanging on the wall. I'm almost certain they weren't given direction. Hey, Jarl, thank you. 32 specifically, thank you for the bits. I have to deal with something. So what I'm going to do is, I'm really quick gonna go back to Riverwood. So what we do is we do this. And I'll be right back. I gotta go AFK.
So even though the world is huge, you can select anywhere you know about on the map and instantly fast travel there. This gets you right to the fun. Fast travel. Fast.
Love it. Love it. Fast crash, you say? Yes. Well, meow. Obviously. Fast crash, eh? We'll see. We'll see. Sean isn't a good antagonist name. Well, it doesn't really matter what the name is if the character is actually good. Which it wasn't, by the way. Sean is a terrible character in general. And, meow, yes. Alright, let's see here. Good enough. Good enough. Right, yes, fast crash gets you right to the desktop. You bet, you bet. Okay. Going to load up at Whiterun again. I'm just going to go ahead and try, you know, repeating the same action and expecting a variant reaction is surely a sign of madness. Really? Not happening. No. Another half hour before you get anywhere. Nope, not happening. Nope. Pretty much. Yes, exactly. Repeating the same action, expecting a variant reaction. Just, it's happened in the past. The cat has been... Yes? Yes. Let's go! Destroy all the things!
They say Alfred Storm murdered the High King.
Troll-lol-lol-lol-lol. We're heading out.
Need something?
Need something? Yep. Oliver can go wherever he wants, provided he doesn't, provided he doesn't go in the bedroom at present. But yes, let's see. At least doesn't try to open the door. You had a cat who would jump, wrap his paws around the doorknob, and open doors. Midnight could do that. My previous cat.
Are you married? You look the type. Make sure you treat your wife with the respect she deserves.
Really? Really, game? You saw fit to take... There we go. I see. This is Skyrim. This right here, absolute pinnacle Skyrim.
This was as stupid as our feud with Clan Greymane.
That's how it's working.
Here you stand, talking to a married woman. Why? Am I that interesting? Or perhaps there are other things on your mind.
Need something? Rest on my family. I've got work to do.
Or perhaps there are other things on your mind. Turns around, turns back. That was great. That was just great. Okay. Or perhaps there are other things on your mind. Yes. Utter running whilst pouring coffee. Well, we will eventually have a monopoly here in Skyrim. The Nords will worship us. Or we'll own all of their land and then, you know, probably get them all addicted to skooma. if I have skooma in my inventory, I can try to sell it to people, but it's really reliant on your speechcraft, and my speechcraft skill isn't that great yet. I'm working on it. I'm definitely working on it. It's currently at 31. I can probably get kinship, but there aren't very many Aldmeri traders, to be honest. If anything, I should probably get the Universe Listens, where shouting restores health, stamina, and magicka equal to your cooldown in seconds. Which is great. Which is great. Now, let's continue.
Greetings.
Greetings indeed. The Jarl of Whiterun, addicted to skooma. Are you kidding me? If you try to ask royalty, or should I say nobility, if you try to ask them for if they want skooma, half of the time they'll ask for Balamora Blue or double distilled or green leaf skooma, like the premium stuff. And you look at that like, you're asking for skooma I don't have, and they go, never mind then. Never mind then. Marry that monkey Elisif to become High King of Skyrim. No, we have no interest in becoming High King of Skyrim. We're gonna own all their stuff, though.
Yes, yes, I haven't got all day.
If I kill you, the horse will report me. But the horse is not owned by anybody. So I can just take the horse and go. This is the kind of game where we live in here. We live in the game. Let's go. Yep. Physics. 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 Oh. Oh. Do the ET theme song, that is. Yes. What is skooma? Skooma's a drug created by processing moon sugar. Khajiits are said to ingest massive amounts of moon sugar, but to any other race it's supposed to be extremely detrimental, if not fatal. And skooma is processed in a way that really helps people out. Ah, Jerry. Thank you. Now let's see how. Killian is level 35, but I have a mod that scales or keeps the dungeon scaling up. Like when a dungeon respawns, it will what do you call it? It's an SKSE plugin, and the dungeons will properly re-roll instead of just staying at that level forever. Yep. Moon sugar is a mystical, magical substance that is not tied to any specific plant. It's not opium. Oh, hello. Kill the troll! Unlimited power! Draw its blood, skin its pelt, harvest its ingredients. Good enough. Hey, you want Jerry went for the new badge. Thank you much. Yes. A cheer unlocked gifts for 17 others. Oh my goodness. Other people in the stream have received gifts due to Jerry, apparently. There we go. Go fight Karstag. Are you kidding me? I haven't been to Solstheim yet, and I won't be to Solstheim for many hours to come. Kill this thing. Good work. Oops, sorry about that. We used electroconvulsions on him. That's good.
What are you doing?
What are you doing? Yeah, as far as electroconvulsions, we're working out pretty well with this. Let's see. Here it is. Yeah, electroconvulsions incapacitate the targets, but we just got show them all. Can't wait for Storm Blast. That'll be interesting. Discharges, and then absolute power, which is what we're really waiting for. We're waiting for absolute power. Yes. Well, thank you, Johnny. I haven't checked my email today, but I do appreciate it nonetheless. It's absolutely. Thank you very much. Oh, there's a bandito.
You picked a bad time to get lost.
Whoops, hello. And dead. Dead. Oh. Why not mod it for more perks per level? Don't need it. I will have lots of levels. Have I ever played an orc character? Check out Google Orsinium Outrider, and I have a YouTube video that goes over that bandit orc who builds his own empire on raiding towns and villages. Electroconvulsions! Look at him. You're dead. He's already dead. He just doesn't know it. It's happened sometimes. I wonder if the lightning effect is lasting forever. I mean, he looks glorious. It's just unfortunate that this is what happens to corpses sometimes. They don't know they're already dead. Okay, we're gonna change this up. Since we know there's an enemy in there, which will make me dead, I'm gonna try this. Shouldn't there be an equal number of Aedra and Daedra artifacts? No. No, what are you talking about? There should be a lot more Daedric artifacts than there currently are in Skyrim, because there are lesser Daedra that also have their own stuff. But then again, I'm looking at the mods. Oh, what do you call them? Okay, there we go. So now she's getting her ass burnt.
I've always wanted to say that.
See, that's how we deal with her. We don't get into melee range. Because we are a, we are a very, very low armor character. We have gauntlets and boots. And that's pretty much it. Unarmored, light armor, and heavy armor pieces. Glass sword. That belongs in a gallery, I believe. Oh, well, let's have a chit-chat with Faendal. Faendal is our...
I've got your back.
Great and glorious merservant. As a merservant, he carries all my stuff. And that's how this works. I'm keeping the grand potions, but I'm putting everything else away. I'm noticing the input lag now. Yep. Yep, an enemy can shoot me in the head, and I get the armor boost from the gauntlets. It happens. It happens. Yep. Wildcat makes armor mostly useless if you don't block. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Oh. 15 million damage, eh? That would be great. I imagine with Wildcat multiplying all the damage I deal and take times 4, that supposed exploit you're talking about, assuming it actually works in my game, considering I have the unofficial patch fixing a lot of bugs and exploits, I imagine it would be quite frightening. Quite frightening. Yep. Okay. That pretty much does that. I'm going to take... I mean, look at freaking Feindal's face. It's frightening. But yeah, we're going to take back Mehrune's Razor. We have that here. Mehrune's Razor. It's a neat little dagger. Next, we're going to... we're going to take the lockpicks because we need those. And that's about it. So we're moving on. Do I plan to do a video on The Last Jedi? Eventually. It isn't exactly one of those things that I will deal with immediately. Okay. We've got banditos over here. And... yeah. We're going to sneak over and we're going to summon Atronachs, because this area is going to be filled with banditos almost immediately. Just going to summon them up there. That should be it. Got my Atronachs. This is good. The Atronachs will help. Pay for that indeed. Okay, we lost an Atronach. We need to summon another one. You've already lost. Or Todd Howard, you already bought my game. Oh, that hurt. Bam. Okay, I think we've murdered most of them. They got 2 left. Is she trying to punch it or is she running away? She's running away. Okay. That's fine. That's fine. She can definitely run. Bye. Whoops. Yep, there's your mercy.
Win another battle, live another day. Well, live to fight another battle, I presume. It's a vicious cycle.
It is a vicious cycle. Alright, we have to finish looting all the banditos. Alright. Yes, who's laughing now? Perfect. Chess club, yes. Let's go back to the chess club. Who's laughing now? Let's see here. It was, I think, yeah, I found it. Yes, got it.
Who's laughing now? Who's laughing now? So even though the world is huge, you can select anywhere you know about on the map and instantly fast travel there. This gets you right to the fun. Fast travel.
Yes, the chess club
fast.
ending. Why the hell not?